Ha! Hey everyone, Hassan here. Welcome to the world of Ha. Today I got another Power Rangers Ninja Steel review for you. This is the Ninja Master Blade. So this is basically the Ninja Master mode in the Zord cockpits have this weapon called the Ninja Master Blade, and it's like this cool chainsaw thing. Totally not anything that a ninja would use, but it's like a little chainsaw weapon, and that's kind of cool. So I was excited about this toy. They also have re-released this in the Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel toy line with Super Ninja Steel packaging with the black background and everything, but it's the same toy. So I actually happened to buy this, and I never got around to reviewing it yet until the Super Ninja Steel toys came out, and so you got Ninja Steel packaging, so don't worry too much about that. It's the same toy if you find it in Super Ninja Steel packaging or not. So here it is right here, it says a little try me, pull the ripcord, but I'll show you guys what it's all about. It is open packaging, which I'm not the biggest fan of, so you have to keep an eye on the one that you buy that doesn't have scratches and that sort of thing if people mess with it. It does come with a Power Star, which we'll take a look at. There's no molded design in it or anything. And then you have a cool image right here of the Ninja Master Mode Red Ranger with the Ninja Master Blade, which is kind of cool looking. I dig the little image for sure. Then the back of the packaging right here shows you an even bigger image right here, which again looks really interesting. Kind of mixed feelings on what the Master Mode looks like, but I do dig the chainsaw weapon. I think that looks really cool. So you can insert a Power Star, it powers up, epic sounds, chainsaw action. So we'll judge that for ourselves and see if it truly is epic, and I'm excited. So let's jump right to it. Alright, so I have the Ninja Master Blade out of the packaging. Here it is. This thing's actually really cool. I'm kind of digging this a lot. It looks really, really interesting. So here's the Power Star that comes with. So let's take a quick look at that right here. You know, pretty basic right there. You got the foam, which is really cheap. There's no molded design or anything in it, because usually the only molded ones are the ones that come with the Power Star packs, but the ones with the toys usually don't. But real quick, I do have dun, da, 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 this Morpher right here. So let's hear what it has to say. Ninja Master Mode Star. So that is what it says. So this Power Star is used to transform to Ninja Master Mode, which will then give them the Ninja Master Blade weapon right there. So obviously very fitting that it comes with this toy. So let's take a look at the toy right here. And this thing looks really cool. I've said it before. I really like this design. You know, Ninja Steel is one of those things that it's so all over the place with its designs that it does not make sense at all that a ninja would have all the different things that they do. But at this point, I'm willing to embrace the ridiculousness, and giving them a chainsaw weapon, heck yes. I think this looks really, really cool, and I'm a huge fan of this design. And this toy, I really like it. There are things that it could do better, but I'm pretty happy with it. So here it is right here. So you kind of have your little handle, and you have your space where the Power Star goes, and then obviously your little chainsaw area where you can pull the stuff right there and play with the weapon. So definitely really, really interesting, as you can see. So I dig the simplistic sort of design there with the green going in the middle. You have sort of these little blades right here that are kind of like these little Power Stars, and they look really cool as well, and they do spin pretty nicely. And so there's where the tip of the blade is. So pretty cool. Obviously the chainsaw would be bigger than this, but that being said, I think it looks fine as is. And it has a pretty decent, weight to it as well, which makes it look really, really nice. I definitely dig the color scheme, the design. I think it looks pretty awesome. So yeah, I'm a fan of this design. Now, when it comes to actual functionality, basically there's sort of two modes. You sort of hold it as a sword, and you can push the button, and then you hold it like this and pull the why am I blanking on the term for this thing? Like the ripcord? I'm thinking like Beyblade or whatever. Whatever this thing is, the ripcord. I'm going to call it a ripcord, but you know what I mean. Basically, what you can do is, as a sword, you can push the red button here, and it's going to cycle through 3 different sounds. So here's the first sound. Okay, here's the second sound. and third sound. I think that's really cool because you have like a mix of like sword clashing sounds and a chainsaw sound together. So like the chainsaw's revving up. Yeah, you have the little roaring of the chainsaw and then sword clashing, and then it sort of dies down with the third sound. Like that. Really cool. I dig that a lot. I mean, it's super nice, just the sound effects they had. I kind of wish that if you held down the button, it would do an extra sound, but unfortunately it does not. Now, then as a chainsaw, you can sort of grip it like this and pull at it. It doesn't go out super far, but it feels pretty nice, actually. It's very satisfying to do it. And when you pull it, it's going to play one sound, which is... So it goes on for a while. Let's do it again. And the other thing that I want to mention is when you pull this, these blades actually rotate. So let's do it again. And they're spinning for a while. This one sort of stops first usually, but like they're still going. Still going, and still going, and wrapping it up like that. So it spins for a decent amount. Oops, the more I had my hand on that one. You know, the more you do it, the more they're going to spin. But yeah, that's a really cool sound. Obviously, it's got a chainsaw sound and stuff when you're pulling it, which looks really cool. I dig that a lot, especially you're holding it like this, like vroom, and you're going to like attack somebody as a sword. Like, really cool design. I dig that a lot. Now, then when you insert a power star, it's going to basically activate the powered up mode. So does not matter which power star. You can use any power star at all. It does not have a reader, but I'm just going to use the one that it came with. And so here's what happens. So you have that sound to denote that it's recognizing it. Now the instructions mention a powered up mode as a sword and a chainsaw. One of the modes gives you an extra sound. The other mode is not really a power up mode. It doesn't do anything. So basically, as a sword, with the power star in, it gives you an extra sound. Which is that. Which is really cool. It's super awesome. I'll do it again. Definitely powered up and like you're destroying a whole bunch of enemies and stuff, which is unfortunate because they're just in the Zord cockpit. Like I want them to actually use this on enemies. That would be amazing, and it would instantly make Ninja Steel so much better. Now with the power star in, unfortunately, unless I'm doing something wrong, the chainsaw does not give you a new sound. That's the same sound that if I take it out, right? Same thing. There's nothing different about it. So it was kind of weird to me because I was messing around with it because the instructions say, you know, you insert a power star and it says powered up mode, and then it says powered up mode like this, but nothing is happening that's different with the power star in there for the chainsaw. So that's a little disappointing. So my one disappointment with this is I kind of wish that there was more sounds, especially, you know, with the chainsaw, like with the Ninja Star inserted. This sound where you push the red trigger is really cool, and I think that's awesome. So I definitely do wish that they should have added a little bit more. But that being said, this thing is still really cool. I really dig this design overall. It's underutilized severely in Ninja Steel because it's only in their Zords, and so they don't really get to use this on monsters. So that's really unfortunate, but the toy itself, I think, is really cool, and I dig the design, and it's definitely fun. I think kids will have a lot of fun with it, because you can use it as a sword, which looks epic as a sword anyways. I think the design is really cool. The flames, the whole, that looks really neat. And then just as an extra chainsaw thing, like, that's so much fun. Kids are going to have a great time with it, and it feels like it's pretty solid. Like, I'm pulling on it, it feels pretty solid. That was one concern that I had. is that it would, like, this thing would break pretty easily. It feels pretty solid to me. Now, the one other thing to note is I don't see an on-off switch, which is disappointing because, you know, I feel like you're putting it somewhere, you're pushing the buttons or something, like, you know, it's going to be going off. So I kind of wish there was an on-off switch somewhere, but unfortunately it does not look like there is one. So just keep that in mind. But anyways, honestly, this is definitely one of the best Ninja Steel toys that they have released, in my opinion. I really like the design. I think it's really fun. I think kids will love it. Collectors, I think, can appreciate the cool design of it and stuff. And this is, you know, it's a decent display piece, especially, well, these Power Stars are not so great. But, you know, if you kind of, I don't know, mold your own designs into the Power Star and then put it in there, I think you'll get something more out of it. But anyways, overall, I think it looks really cool and I'm a fan of it. So definitely go check it out, whether it's in the Ninja Steel box or it's newly released again as part of the Super Ninja Steel toy line, although it's the same thing. Go check that out as well. Hopefully you enjoyed this review. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Hope you guys enjoyed the review of the Ninja Master Blade. It's definitely pretty cool. Obviously, it's not going to be super huge because it is just a kid's toy, but it's a decent size nonetheless as a sword. It's pretty cool, pretty solid. You got a nice, you know, chainsaw feature right here, which is pretty sweet. So I dig that a lot. I mean, it looks really cool, as you can see. You know, it's, you know, pretty decently compares to some of the other weapons. The Rockstorm Blaster right here, any of the two swords that you have right here, as you can see. Lengthwise, it's about the same with the blade extended, so it looks pretty cool. And of course, you have like your morpher and everything. So lots of different comparisons here, but all in all, I think it looks really neat, and it's definitely pretty fun, as you can see. So nice size. Pretty cool. I dig it. So hopefully you enjoyed this review. I would definitely check out the Ninja Master Blade if you see it in stores and if you are interested. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later.